Welcome back, gods and goddesses, to the Gifted Goddess channel, where I channel my gifts for the collective in a multitude of ways. And I encourage you to not only seek your gifts, but find meaningful ways to use them for the collective advantage as well, not just yourself, in any way that may deem fit. Something about self and selflessness is important. That just randomly came through. Okay. This message is layered. Let's just assume at this point, all my messages have levels and layers to them, okay? Whatever you catch, I'm just throwing things out there. Catch what you can. Whatever you catch is meant to be caught and kept by you, okay? Something about seas are significant. Sea names could be significant. I'm hearing Sea Walk. So, what is that? Kali energy? DMs are significant, and I have DM square. So you could be expecting a DM. Something about a divine masculine, divine mate could be significant. Also, divine messages. You could be receiving divine messages and downloads at this time. I'm hearing at a multitude rate, like in multiples, right? Getting quicker downloads or multiple downloads at once, okay? 129 on the timer. As I said that could have been someone's birthday. It is now 4:44 on our spiritual clock. So heavy protection in the energy. Okay, let's get into the reading, okay? This was a 911 message. So something about this is urgent for someone. Also, you know how I channel 911 to me means tower energy, twin tower, double towers to be significant. Okay, so double towers to be exact. Something about that is significant. New York could be significant. When I got this message, I saw, I guess it's a meme or a saying going around about someone's auntie, Rick Ross ex. They call her Yunty. Something about 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, like bring them out or bring the girls out. Something about that is significant. That could be a confirmation for someone. I don't know the young lady's name. Florida could be significant. Miami as well. Something about checks. I'm just hearing check, check, check. Okay. I'm not jumping into that. If you've been here, you know what that could mean. Go back. If you're meant to find it, you're meant to find it. Okay. Something's getting checked off. Someone's getting checked off a list. He's making a list and checking it twice. Going to find out who's naughty or nice. Okay, this is the Most High coming through. I'm getting what is it, Anubis, who weighs your heart, and I'm hearing it better be lighter than a goddamn feather. Okay, so it's that time of year where we're being weighed for our deeds. Okay, before we enter into this new year, this new energy. Next year is a 10. So newness, right? Before we enter the new levels with the new devils, I'm here. Are you prepared? Are you ready? So somebody's leveling up, okay? When I got this channel, I saw a red horse and a black horse. Something about, yes, and I said a red horse. So something about something about Native American, I'm hearing theology, but spirituality, something about their story, something about that is significant, right? Black horse, red horse. The underdog is surpassing the competition, is what I got. They're racing ahead of the leader, the so-called leader, quote unquote. I'm getting someone shooting up on the leaderboard, shooting up in statistics. Somebody's numbers are shooting up. Something about deposits, withdrawals, banking is significant, okay? Money going up as well as you go up this leaderboard. As you go up in ranking, I just heard, okay. So certain things are attached to this new rank, and it requires, we run up the digits, we run up the money, we run up the digits, we run up the money, we run up the digits, we run up the money. That's what I just heard, okay? So that has to all align. Sorry for that. That's definitely spirit coming through. That is not on my paper, y'all. I promise. Everyone has their eye on the red horse. So fire could be significant or fire signs could be significant. You could have fire in your vicinity as you're watching this. Candles could be significant. But I'm also hearing spirit had to light a fire up under that ass so you could get to where you're meant to be in this leader position. Somebody tried to take your spot, collective. That's what it's given. So you had to get fire put up under you so you could race up to, I'm hearing, the finish line. No one even expected the black horse to enter the race. So everybody counted you out, collective. And what I'm getting is you one of them people like, oh, okay, like y'all saying I can't do it. I'm just seeing somebody lacing up their shoes like, oh, okay, watching everybody run, take off from the starting line, watching everybody run ahead like, yeah, y'all need that head start. It's giving that song, We Set the Trends. In there, I channel this all the time. I'm going to have to make this a card. 448 on my timer as I say that. Somebody could be an Aries, fire, and Leo, fire. Heavy on the fire signs, heavy on the passion, heavy on the energy, heavy on the action being taken, right? But he says, Joel Santana, hey, something about that significant, but he's from New York. And he says in the song, I gave him a head start. Now I'm shaving the distance. Need minds with interest to be more specific. Okay, so they counted you out. I'm hearing they was playing big dog. They was playing in your energy, playing with your money, playing with your time, playing with your energy. You say, all right, cool. Say less. Slowly. What is that? That's middle child again. Niggas been counting me out. I'm counting my bullets. I'm loading my clips. I'm writing down names. He would say, I'm writing down names. I'm making a list. I'm checking it twice and I'm getting them hit. Listen, y'all not with it, okay? You could be a middle child. I always channel that. So, hey, if you're a middle child, star seed, you know what I'm saying? Black sheep, they counted you out, baby. But you're the black horse in this race and you took over. Some about Black Lives Matter is significant. Texas could be significant. Horse racing in general. I'm hearing bet your bottom dollar. Then I just hear, didn't I blow your mind this time? Didn't I? Okay, so somebody bet on you losing, right? I'm hearing the whole team was against you, but you came through strong. Spirit put a fire under your ass and you took off running, hit the ground running. I was hearing that song all day. If y'all been here, y'all know I keep saying Trey Songz is trying to come through. He came through. So be prepared. That will probably be in our love reading. But yeah, you hit the ground running. Okay. Anywho, 32 and 23 is significant. Something about means, medians, and modes. Okay, we down to class with this one. We back to math class. So whoever the mathematician is in our energy, I'm gonna just say you might like math, but not all of us do. So this is a little math lesson for us. Spirit comes through in a plethora of ways, and we got a little math lesson in. So class, pay attention. Let's stay on task and follow along. Something about the number 599 is significant. 420, 410. So that's what Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and 9 is Virgo. Any of that could be significant. You or this group is what I'm hearing. When I channeled this message, also, I kept getting 811, 711, 611, 511, 411, as we know is a message, but what's the 411? Something about that significant. You have a birthday that ends in 11 or just new beginnings in all these areas. So 511 would be new change, right? Because 5 is change. What the 11 is newness, right? 6, stability. So new changes or newness and stability, right? 7, new spirituality, new awakeness, right? Your new spiritual walk, embracing your path, your gifts, your journey with the 711. And number 8, okay, with 711, I'm also getting divine mates. This is my math. Don't ask me how I got there, okay? Just know that that's what that means for me to tell you, okay? You got to have a little trust, collective. I'm the teacher in classes and sessions. So listen up. Y'all got your pencils out? Are y'all ready? Are you focused? I'm seeing somebody straightening their glasses. Can you see? They couldn't see what was right in front of them, is what Spirit is saying. Okay, let me calm it down. 811 also is big changes I'm hearing in abundance. You're about to be forever good, is what Spirit is saying. Forever, ever, forever, ever. I'm just hearing, here he come, here she come. Yeah, they counted you out. Here comes David. That was in I follow a woman, a pastor named Ladaria. I believe her last name is Watts, maybe, but I'm not sure. She's a pastor and she often preaches and talks on Facebook. And that was a message she said, here comes David. So they counted you out, but you took down Goliath is what I'm hearing. Like they didn't even expect this. You just the overall champ. But you're taking the lead. Who was once considered the GOAT, quote unquote. This could be a Capricorn. Take it as it resonates. Leave what doesn't resonate. You know what I say. If it applies, catch this vibe. If not, just let it fly, boo. It's okay. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. Okay, that's how you are at this finish line. Like, I'm just hearing smooth. Like, it was easy. That was a cakewalk for you, right? You ain't even apply no pressure. Like, you ain't even have to try hard. You're like, oh, we're in a competition. Oh, say less. Let's go. Pew. Somebody could have ran track. That could be significant. But now they're being overtaken by the protege who was once the GOAT, quote unquote, is being overtaken by the protege. And we know the typical meaning of protege is one who is under the tutelage or taught by I was about to say prophet, or taught by a teacher or a master, right, in whatever topic. Something about special, you're special, okay? But protege, when I looked it up, also meant, I was got to look it up, so do your due diligence, right? Protege is one who is protected or trained as well. So, honey, not only are you protected, and then with 444 coming through on the spiritual clock, heavy protection over you. I'm hearing you've been training for this for lifetimes. You ain't new to this, you're true to this. That's what they didn't know. That's what they couldn't see. You've been the top dog energy. Top dog law could be significant. 455 on the spiritual clock, 1255 on my timer. You could be up to 55 maybe, but 55 again, heavy change. The prodigy, right? That's you. Excuse me, also came through. Somebody don't want this message out. Mind y'all, I recorded this and deleted it. So you need to slow down, myself included. Somebody might be being called to slow down. And let me slow down my speech as I say this. But you're the prodigy, a highly talented child or youth. You might not be young. Remember, this channel isn't for anyone 18 or under. Pages could be significant. I'm hearing pagers. Somebody's trying to get in contact with you. Somebody's older. Okay, you're older. Somebody's older than you. Okay, so there could be a 6 to 11 year difference between you and this quote unquote GOAT, right? But I'm hearing they're having a difficult time swallowing their pride and ego, getting over this loss, baby. I'm getting this embarrassing. Just imagine everybody in the stadium voting for the red horse. Red is significant. And I'm getting this is somebody that's fiery, right? This is somebody who's very braggadocious, very Leo, very, fire signs are more outspoken and just exude a certain level of confidence, whether it's, true or false, whatever it is, right? And then there's some of us who, don't do all that. To each is their own. Neither one is better or less. I'm just saying this person had everyone, I'm hearing, in their back pocket because they do the most. They talk, they put on a good show. So it looks like this will be a good person to get behind. This looks like a good contender, is what I'm hearing. Boxing could be significant. Again, I'm seeing red. boxing gloves, somebody in red shorts and somebody in sparkly sparkly black shorts. What am I getting into? But something about red and black is significant. Very tags could be significant. I'm just hearing tag, you're it now. I got the juice. Okay, so you might need to go back to Ball, So Ball. My video called Ball, So Ball. But this person is having to embrace change, and we had that 55 come through. Someone ran out of gas, beloved. Trying to keep up with you, they ran out of gas. They not. If you are a chosen one, ones are significant. If you're a chosen one, you know that whatever you put your hands on, okay, it turns to gold, baby. You got that Midas touch. So I'm hearing any lane you get in, baby, you surpass the competition without a sweat. I'm just seeing a sports car. What's that transformer called? Mega, I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm seeing that. Like you race into the finish line in the car and then transform it into the big robot guy thing. I don't know his name. Okay, his name is Bumblebee. I was got it to look it up, and we know bees are like a symbol of abundance and prosperity because baby, they like pollinate the earth, right? Without them, we couldn't live or eat. So, okay, you were their meal tickets, or so they thought is what I'm getting. But your energy's that abundant, okay, where you could populate the earth, quote unquote, spiritually, right? You have that energy about you where you have enough energy for everybody, enough love to share for everybody. You see what I'm saying? You're that type of person in the group. You show enough love for everybody. You have enough for everybody. And they wanted to play in your energy. So now they're being counted out, is what I'm hearing. That's crazy. I just went into that random rap. I have middle child down here. So the middle child is definitely significant. You could be the middle child. This is definitely giving middle child energy. And Spirit is saying the middle child is usually that one, right? That thinks clear, that kind of marches to the beat of their own drum, gets in their lane and stays in it. They're kind of the one that doesn't need much guidance. I'm hearing DMX. And I said that I'm gonna be that seed that doesn't need much to succeed. Strapped with it, what do you say? Strapped with mad greed and a heart that doesn't bleed. Okay, so we kind of tuck our feelings, right? And we do what we gotta do. Heavy middle child energy. But Spirit is saying this is sibling rivalry at its worst. Someone was maniacal, right? So siblings, this could be sister, brother. I'm getting biological half, someone you call sis or bro, right? Somebody who's really close to you. Okay, I'm hearing not just somebody you call sister, but it's actually your sister or brother, whether it's step brother. I'm hearing in-law, right? Something to do with siblings being maniacal are significant. Some about headphones are significant. You might need to use headphones. I'm hearing clean headphones. Or you just put on your head. Okay. For me, headphones signify someone who's locked into what they're doing. You put your headphones on. Think about people who got headphones on in public places, right? They don't give a fuck about what nobody's on. Okay, baby. They don't care about what nobody got going on down to the store, what y'all doing on the plane. They don't care about nobody on the train, plane, bus. Any of that could be significant. You be going somewhere. I'm hearing fast moving fast. Okay, in your own lane. But your headphones on, minding your business. I'm hearing doing your work, minding the business that pays you. If somebody wanted to get maniacal and challenge you or be in this rivalry with you. So you had to show them who's boss, is what I'm hearing. Something about messages being laced. Okay. Like I said, when I came on here, come on is significant. Somebody saying come on. That means something for somebody. On, come on. That means something for somebody. Okay. Spirit is saying they'll know when they know. Whoever that's meant for, you know what it is, okay? But come on, honey, come on. But the messages are laced. So I'm hearing the messages they received about you were laced. Your energy is heavily cloaked as you are protected, right? I'm hearing you walk by divine instruction. Thank you, Spirit, for the guidance there. And so they can't decipher, okay? There's a language barrier, right? And what they're trying to ascertain from your energy, what they're trying to read from you, right? They're trying to read the room. I'm getting someone trying to read you across a room, right? So somebody who's sitting back, not in the forefront, right? So you'd be at a distance from this sibling situation, and they're trying to read your energy, gather information from those around you to, I'm hearing, figure out what to do next in or with your energy, specifically with your energy. So they were trying to use your energy for their own good. Something about Optimus Prime is significant. I never watched Transformers. Okay, you can have a son. I'm hearing that. Excuse me. Now I'm seeing a red car. Right. Didn't they say red? Is it red cars that get pulled over more? Like police pay attention to red cars more. Something about that significant. We know too with red. Listen, if I don't do nothing else, I'm going to take a side road to the main message, right? I'm going to go left, right, always. Information is good, okay? The more the information, the better. We know, if you don't know, red is the most eye-catching color, right? So a lot of signage that stores and advertisements use as an advertisements could be significant. They are using red specifically to draw the eye in, okay? Something about the messages are laced. They're not receiving what they thought they would get. They're not receiving their just due, is what they're saying. I am seeing a warhead again, like somebody's head is exploding, right? Because I'm hearing they thought what they thought, but what they thought was a thought. Okay, Dr. Seuss, Spirit, what's going on? So, okay, what they thought is limited. What they thought is limited to their limited thinking, their small-minded thinking, their their little thoughts. Oh, did I say that? I did. Child, spirit. Somebody's a thought, child. Oh, they wanted you to be a thought. Okay, they were trying to convey that as well. Honey, leave them to their little thoughts, okay? But someone has addictions. We channeled this a while ago. They're their substances are testing their sanity. I'm getting her specifically. So this could be a sister. Her songs are significant, is what I'm getting for someone. That's for someone specific. Her name is specific. And I'm just hearing karma, karma. She's a dangerous woman. Karma, karma. Something about that significant. But this, I'm getting she. So this is definitely someone's sister, okay? Remember, take what applies only. Switch the roles as you may need to. Take what resonates. This could be someone in heavy feminine energy, okay? Because if we have a male who is very low vibrational, I'm hearing low enough in his energy and vibration, he's acting like a bitch ass nigga, okay? So yeah, it's a female, whether it's a male or a female. If you feel me, you feel me. You dig? This person is heated. I was seeing the Fury card when I channeled this. I actually wrote that down. Fury is significant. Fury Road is significant. Okay, if y'all ever watch Fury Road, that was the longest waste of my time. Like, they literally spent the whole entire, okay, spirit come through. They spent the entire movie chasing down this woman. They had a whole band. Oh, spirit is crazy for this. listen, they was at war chasing this lady, I believe, right on Fury Road. The whole movie is about chasing some woman down. In my opinion, horrible movie. Like, I need the cinematics. I need different scenery. I need things, right? So I'm just hearing also these are singular, like this is how their mind works. Like they were on a one track mind, right? It's taking me to a poem I wrote. I ain't dropping no more poems on y'all for free. Y'all gonna have to buy the poetry book when I drop it. But they were steady focusing on you. They didn't focus on what they needed to do on their road, on their path. They're too busy chasing you on your road. Meanwhile, this is the road you're supposed to be on, going where you need to go, following your divine guidance and direction, right? You're being spiritually led. So if you're going where you need to go, they don't got no business following you, trying to chase you down. Honey, they was chasing this woman down. They had a whole band. They had a warship. They added a band to it. So there's like live guitars and drums and shit playing on this like war tank ship thing that was going. I'm just seeing aircrafts again. I keep getting this aircrafts flying. That wasn't in the movie, but if you know, you know. There's levels to this shit, remember? I'm just throwing things out there. Catch what you can, okay? It's all part of the divine plan. But they was following this woman down, honey, with a whole band. Y'all, the movie is ridiculous. Imagine somebody chasing somebody like with these weird futuristic cars and like maybe there was monsters or something. Monsters are significant. I'm hearing Monster Ball is significant. Halle Berry. Halle Berry. You can have the initials HB or you just fine as fuck. And that's why these people on your tail like this is what I'm getting. Okay, if you're a part of collective. You are. But they chased her down, honey. Down Fury Road. Something about that significant. Spirit is saying you play with fire, you get burned. Simple math. Now her little plan is going up in flames. I got the names Dominique, Matthew, Matt, Tony. I also was hearing Mateo another day. So that could be for this message. It's definitely in another message that I wrote it down for. So Mateo, we heavy in your energy, somebody heavy in your energy, your sister possibly, or this sibling rivalry will be coming to an end for all parties involved, whoever this resonates for. Some about your mom could be significant. Someone's initials could be AG or GA. Somebody could live in Atlanta, right? Something about that is significant. I'm just hearing parks and recreation. Perhaps the names are significant on there, or that show is significant. Danny, I don't know that man's name with the dark hair, the main character. His name is significant. But yeah, her little plans are going up in flames. Whoever is in this sibling rivalry energy, whether it's a bitch or a bitch, okay? Whether it's a B or a BAN. If you know, you know. Okay? Period. This person feels defeated though. They feel deflated, was what I got, and then defeated. They lost their protection. I'm just hearing like a balloon, like the air being deflated out of a balloon. Like, yeah, they was real puffed up and inflated in your energy, but once you called your energy back, baby, they're deflated. You defeated them seamlessly. Flawless victory. I keep getting that. Katana wins. Katana knives are significant for somebody. These people are mad. You just keep hitting it out the park. You're ready for whatever. You're set to win. This is God plan, honey baby. You're in it to win it. You're set to win. Then I just got strike. She keeps striking out while you keep knocking them out the stadium. These people were wishing you were average and you just will never be average. Spirit did not make you average. And I'm just hearing if they would have got in their lane and did what they had to do, they could have possibly tried to got close to your level, but you know what I mean? Like, Spirit is funny. This could be somebody's mom who wished you were average. Yours or someone else's. I'm hearing the ex's mom. Your mom. This could be a mother-in-law situation dynamic thing, right? With siblings and laws and things, right? They was wishing you was average, baby. They wanted you to look like them, talk like them, and you just don't, beloved. Like we're really that. But what I was getting was when I was saying, Spirit is funny. When I was saying that they could have possibly tried to get on your level, I just saw somebody bagging groceries. Like, so you can be bagging groceries at this time. This is no diss to anyone bagging groceries. But Spirit is making the comparison like some people were meant to bag groceries and some people were meant to own the company. Not my words, just Spirit's. Trust me, I done had a multitude of jobs, so no judgment here, but that's just a comparison Spirit is given for that analogy. Analogies are definitely significant. All right, class, listen up. Get your pens and pencils ready, notebooks open, eyes ahead. Math class is in session, okay? They wished you were average. And what is the average? A mean, right? That's not accurate. I'm hearing trains in the background. Okay, let's continue. So a mean, you can be doing math homework with somebody or you're just a mathematician. Lord help us all. If you are the mathematician, please drop your information below so we know we're not just tripping in this energy. Okay, add some math signs in the comments as well. You'll know which ones to add, which pertain to your situation when I get through with the math lesson. So a mean, the average, you add and then divide. So people were added to this situation. She was adding people and herself to this situation in your business and left your family divided. That pertains to you. Put a division sign. Division, the singing group could be significant. That sounds like that's my next love reading. Medians. Something about medians on the road are significant. I'm just seeing I don't blah, blah, blah. Somebody hitting, I'm seeing someone hitting a median or that barrel, like a yellow barrel and water splashing everywhere. I think that was in a movie. Someone's being ran off the road after trying to do that to you. But a median, heavy on the car situations, the messages are laced. Pick up what I'm putting down. Listen intently. The median is when you order the numbers in ascending order and find the middle. So these people or persons I'm hearing people specifically, somebody's peoples is significant. So I'm getting an X in their peoples, whoever they crowded around in your energy. I'm here, okay, to watch you lose. But look at God. They saw you ascending and decided to find ways to put you in your place, quote unquote. They didn't know 3311, as I say that on the timer, honey. You are divinely guided, okay? I'm hearing a divine teacher, master teacher numbers in the building. You're divinely guided to this new beginning. So your place was always supposed to be first place. Boo, honey. Honey is significant. Somebody could be using honey. Somebody thinks you're sweet as honey. I'm hearing you usually are until they make you step out of your energy. Mode is significant. So they try to put you in your place, but I'm just hearing woo-ha, flip mode. Some guy flipped on his head like Busta Rhymes, how he go back and forth with fast, slow energy, 3355 as I say that. The mode is the most common number in the number sequence. So this person did the most common thing they could do because they're common. Range. Somebody could drive a Range Rover. I was thinking about that earlier today, or that could be your favorite car. I'm hearing sports car, Range Rover Sport could be significant. But the range is the difference between the highest and lowest. If you follow Ken Jones on Facebook or Twitter or the social medias, you know, I think you can read between those lines. It was clear who was the highest and who was the lowest. Sorry, Pookie. But Spirit is saying now you're out of range. You're out of reach. You have left the building. She has left the building. I don't know what movie that's from, but that's significant. You've left the park. And then I was guided to look up ballpark. So we know ballpark figures are significant. So someone needs to figure out ballpark figures for a business is what I'm getting. Some about $5.99. Child, that could be a spirit number you need to look up, or perhaps that's the ballpark figure you need to go for. But ballpark is the ballpark, baseball, strikes, baseball, that could be significant for someone, is divided. You can play in the infield or the outfield, but you put it down in both. Nothing but home runs. That's what these people can't take. So now you're getting standing ovations and flowers are being thrown on the field in your honor. Then I got angels in the outfield. Anaheim could be significant. Danny could be significant. I'm hearing gloves, significant. Glover, significant. Someone's name or initial is AL. That's significant. Chris, Lloyd, and Owens is all significant. With Angels in the outfield, this was a family sport. Now they miss you because they're missing out. Someone is also MIA, missing in action. Could be you, collective, after you removed your energy. I'm hearing the shit starter is missing in action. That now the shit starter is missing in action. Once they stirred the pot, now they want to run and hide their hands. Cover their hands, being caught red-handed. Some about hands, significant. Covered hands are significant. I'm seeing white gloves as well. So this could be, yeah. But they didn't expect you to hit a home run in the 9th inning. The main thing they didn't know, they thought you was stepping alone. Little did they know, you had angels in the outfield. And with that, collective, that's the end of the message. I hope you took something that resonates for you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep more people uploaded with the latest downloads. Something about sports is very significant. And remember to go in love and light always. Seek purpose, not just paychecks. And remember to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Until next time.